Hey, it's just a follow-up video. Just these are the books that I'm reading right now. I started the year by reading William Shakespeare's sonnets. They're really easy to get through. You kind of fly through them, but I feel like I need to read this twice. So I'm almost finished. I'm on like sonnet 120 or 30 or something. Shakespeare's got quite a lot of range. A lot of his sonnets are just like, oh, love is blah blah blah. I mean, they're a little bit more complicated than that, but he's mostly just like swinging between emotions, and there's interesting turns of phrases. Sometimes he just makes puns on his name. He's got a decent range, but yeah, definitely explores a lot of the themes of his poetry and of his plays and sonnets, but with more of an emphasis on love than tragedy. But yeah, definitely a bit of that. He's very much like love, tragedy. He uses a lot of keywords you would have heard from his plays like Tempest, and it's pretty good. Yeah, it's probably going to be the first book I'm going to finish this year. And we'll see how I rate it at the end of the year, if I do another end of year rating. And then the obvious other book that I've been reading is A Portrait of the Artist's Young Man. So I just picked it up where I was up to, and then I finished it, and then because there wasn't that much left, I was basically at the end of the book. So then I started it from the beginning, and I'm flying through it. It's really oh my gosh, there was some seriously emotional moments. I feel like when I had previously read it, I didn't understand exactly like the depths of emotions that were being presented in this. And then man, the um I think it was the second chapter or the first chapter. Man, really, really, like I got into the head of the main character. It was the first chapter. That was really intense, and there's just like so much emotional range. It is one of those books that you can read it, but like without too much difficulties. But there's like a lot of really complex things getting presented. Um, Sometimes simply, but sometimes complicatedly with language. And the type of language does ramp up a lot. And also, there's a lot of like historical context. This version's quite good because it's got quite extensive footnotes, which the footnotes are really good for following like specific things about it. But I you can read it without the footnotes, and this time I'm reading it without the footnotes. Last time I felt like the footnotes were sidetracked me a little too much, where the what's exactly happening, like it doesn't, you don't need to know exactly word for word what's happening, because a lot of the time James Joyce is expecting his audience not to know exactly what he's referring to. It's nowhere near as complicated as Ulysses, and this is a good companion novel to Ulysses, especially if you want to read Ulysses but you're intimidated. A Portrait of the Artist's Young Man is a really, really good starting point. So yeah, I'm probably going to finish these two in pretty short amount of time. Maybe I might finish sonnets today. Yeah, we'll see. So anyway, I just wanted to record a short little video, and cheers.